but I've heard from my grandfather that it almost happened. A horrific scenario where nuclear weapons cause radioactive fallout, collapsing our civilization and making the Earth uninhabitable. It never happened, because a natural disaster hit us. Have you ever heard about large igneous provinces? These are volcanoes that don't explode, but huge cracks open in the Earth's crust and lava just starts bubbling out, oozing across the landscape and releasing tons of toxic gases. The most dangerous thing about an igneous province is that it can keep up the oozing for centuries. With the wind effect, these toxic gases spread all over the world and change the atmospheric composition. One of these magmatic gases reduced the oxygen level in the air. Sadly, there's only little oxygen left in the world. Before it's too late for humanity, the oxygen center is invented. It generates oxygen by electrolysis of underground water, and the required electricity is generated by using coal. But you should be slowly moving away from coal towards sustainable sources of energy. This is the only hope for us. You should immediately find and warmly welcome everyone who survived around the globe. Now it's your time, but don't worry, I'll be your guide along your journey.
What's up everyone? So just another free game that you can currently find on the Steam. It is Oxygen. So Oxygen First Breath. Now it is oddly about 650 meg to download. It was released in October 2022, so this year. Furthermore, it looks kind of cool, as you guys saw the intro there. Right. Seems like you literally move around to the character. Guess the videos is set to ultra. I hate motion blur, man. I'm just gonna switch that off. And the music is always irritation. So that aside, let's just jump into a game without tutorials and see if we can win and figure it out. Right, so that's our oxygen station, and alright, so you need to build a gas extractor. Okay, so housing as well. Okay, so it is a somewhat of a strategy, which is pretty cool. Right. Right, so there is a water purifier, which you'll obviously... that one's not exploding so quickly, so this is quite interesting. Right, so there's a bunch of stuff that you have to keep up with. Sure that you have to... Alright, it's under construction. So it takes a little bit of time for them to be housed, actually. And we'll see shortly. Alright, so the O2 cannot be turned off. Alrighty, anyway, okay, so we've got a house going for us, and I guess you need a canteen as well. Fishing docks. I think that would be like... Alright, I think you need to fully put that in the water. Right, so you can put some workforce on it. That's how you get your guys to go scavenge a little. Do some work. Right. Right, so the fishing docks, I guess I'll figure out as we go. Storage. Alright, I guess... Well... See if those guys actually go. Right, collect some coal there. Let's do that. Alright, so they do definitely go and construct the buildings. So let's put some more houses in here. Right, so it's very self-explanatory. So obviously you're going to scavenge a lot of resources at first. Right, that's definitely a lack of workers. Yes, I'm gonna just do that for now. And you can get someone to cut down trees as well. Alright, so that does require metal. I'm wondering what the construction costs. I'm wondering where that tab is, the information regarding that, but I guess it's fine. This thing is going to explode very shortly. So alright, I guess you need to collect that. That's fine. Alright, so there we go. And we need some... Alright, so there's quite a lot of stuff to actually collect. You have to make sure that there's food and everything as well. I guess those three. Right, technology research center does also seem like it is quite important. There's plenty to scavenge though, so that's rather cool. And we can switch on the generators. Right, so you can rotate it as well. Curious regarding this. Alright, so some are homeless, so it is a good thing that they keep focusing on this. And we'll shortly see what happens if that erupts. Alright, so there's no gas extractors that I see here. I guess that's why you need the research center and everything. Okay, so we can put one. Okay, it doesn't cause that big of a problem. So don't really need to worry about that much. I guess for the resources we do need a coal mine, which we'll need to research. Right. Can be built on the edge of the lake, river or sea to allow fishermen to catch fish in the water. Okay, at the edge, so that is the problem. I see, that's it. So guess we're gonna prioritize that as well. That everybody has homes, so I'm gonna drop the priority on this. Just concerned. Okay. This one needs to be prioritized above all else. I feel like we need to pull back one more worker. Alright guys, so it's quite easy to figure out. I'm already hooked and I'm already 13 minutes in, so this is somewhat fun. So we got the water going. I think it was a little bit late on that. Storage. And this. Okay, you can actually scavenge everything that you can see lying around, which is pretty cool. Right, so that's fine. Let's just see. Okay, so they already started construction on both of these in order, so it is fine. Definitely getting that extra house up. Okay, they also actually show you if it's an adult or as you can see there, or a child working. I guess you're gonna have to do some labor with the children as well.
Let's generate electricity from a crack by the help of a gas extractor.
Alright, so the research center is almost there. I believe it's going to go a little bit quicker as soon as we've got this house going. And then need to build it on these. Alright, so it is quite a fun game so far, guys. We're just gonna get this gas extractor built, and should be sorted. Alright, water is important since it is kind of running out. So that guy's definitely burning to death, but doesn't seem like he cares. I love the fact that you can scavenge everything lying around. So it is a little bit different. It's different than the other games, man. Like, there's so many shooters and first persons, and one of those that's like an auto-plane set with buildings where you can only build at certain places. Here you can build your houses and everything else wherever you want, so it is cool. Let me show you the weather as well. Just hoping this thing finishes shortly so we can do the gas extractor there. Right, so okay, I see is the research center, so right, so you definitely need these research points before you can do anything, so I see. I believe you get research points by putting workers on that. That's definitely gonna be it. Yes, okay, so as you can see it takes time to get 5 research points. If you actually go to your research center, you need a lot of points, so you're gonna need to wait. There's the gas extractor, alright, so that's cool. It's 15, one of those. You get 5 points a piece, which is gonna take oddly about 2 minutes, I estimate. And got some water going as well. Alright, I guess energy is being consumed. So somehow you must get more workers, which I guess happens as soon as you have enough food going on, and there's some canned fish and a whole bunch of stuff that you can farm. Alright guys, but I guess you get the idea of the game. seems like a lot of fun if you're up for something else, and also something that will easily work on laptops and so forth. I don't think you need a lot of resources to run this. It is a tiny game, and it is a in-day style game. So I hope you enjoy it. Till next time, cheers.